Hello. I don't know if you can hear me. Hopefully you can. He is already ready for this. He is like, let's go, let's train, let's see what we can do. I gotta wait. Okay, sit. Good boy. Sit. Thank you. So, he's got this down. Like, he has the skills. I actually gotta grab our clicker. Hold on, buddy. Let me find your clicker. Let me find your clicker. I gotta find it. Don't knock the phone over. Good boy. Hold on, guys. One second, fam. Please, somebody let people know coming in that we will be right back. We're getting our clicker. I totally misplaced where we put it. I don't know where it is. I think it's upstairs. So I will be right back. Please don't go anywhere. He will probably end up coming with me, but I promise I'll be back. I'll be back. Odyssey, you knocked the phone over, you dunce. Ah. Okay, hello. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm not quite. Whoop. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, puppy. I know you're so full of it. You're so full of it. You want to get going. You want to get going. Okay. I know you're trying. You're trying. Hold on. Leave it. Okay. So I'm only using one of these puppy pads for a marker because we're actually going to train something new today. We try to train something new every week. Leave it. We try to train something new every week. And this is going to be one of those things. Leave it. Okay, so. You guys can't really see it, thank goodness. But this is a puppy pad, and he is going to end up laying on it by the end of the night. So every time he goes towards it, boy, and I know you can't see very well, but every time he goes towards it, I'm gonna click, and he just skipped a bunch of steps. So I was gonna have him go back and forth and not really. He's so smart. He gets it within a second. So he was supposed to. Go find. He was supposed to put a couple paws on and then offer a sit and then lay down, but he has actually surpassed that and is now just laying on it, which he is so smart. That was supposed to be like a 5-minute intro to our training tonight, but he just got it right away. Odyssey. Almost. Gotta get on the pad. So I've upped his criteria since he got that so fast. So he has to go completely onto the pad to get the treat and the click, which I know he can do, just like that. So he has to work through some of that frustration to get into what we're doing. Now he's just laying still. All right, free. So he has to lay on the pad for him to get the treat. And we're going to do this tomorrow. This is the pre-training for tomorrow's training that we're doing. We're going to be doing box training. So he's going to have to lay down in a box. And this just helps them to, go ahead. This helps them to just kind of problem solve, but it also, the box training helps him to go ahead and tuck into tight places such as airplanes or cars or anything like that. So now he has to figure it out again. Good boy. I clicked a little early, but he knew what he was doing. So he is very smart. And that moved way faster than I thought it was going to. So I'm going to take this away. And now we're going to do his favorite trick, under. You have to scoot up a little bit, bud. So there, we've been practicing this one for a week now, which is why we're introducing something new. We've been practicing under for about a week, and he has gotten to the point where his head stops about right here, and I need him to be pretty centered underneath my legs. So I increased his criteria for that tonight. So I just want to reward him for staying there because we've already done the go get it and come back and do it again. So he knows pretty well what we're doing. And it's going to take him a minute to figure out exactly what my criteria is. And then he's going to cough up a treat. And so this is what in the dog world we call shaping. So it's shaping a behavior. You can pretty much at any point in time say, I want my dog to, like we're going to do tomorrow, lay down in a box. Audie, settle. I didn't ask for that. I asked for a settle. Good boy. So if you want a dog to lay down in a box, if you want to shape that behavior, as in make them problem solve, you're going to want them to figure it out for themselves. So with clicker training, you can acknowledge when they've made a step in the right direction. I just want him to settle. I don't want him to go underneath my legs right now. He thinks I do. Settle. No. Settle. Settle. Okay, so I'm going to bring this back out because I want him to settle to the side of me instead of in front, under my legs. I'm going to bring the puppy pad back out. So now I'm going to wait until he steps towards it. Good. So now he knows that I want him there. Now he's got to figure out, good boy. So now he's back to, okay, I'm going to lay here. And he only gets the food if he continues laying there because he's gone through all the other criteria. So usually you'd say, okay, he looked towards the bed, so I'm going to click for that. And then he stepped on the bed or the box or whatever it is, so I'm also going to click for that. And then he sat on it, and I'm going to click for that too. And throughout this, you want them to go off and come back, because you want them to work their mind and work their problem solving. And so this is kind of what we do before bed, because his bed's at 9 and it's almost 9. And I know he's covering up most of the camera, and I'm sorry, I don't have, oh shoot, that's why it's so low. I thought it was weird because it was so low, but it was just because the camera was on the wrong side. Leave it. Leave it. Thank you. So he just self-gratified himself. That's hilarious. It was so low because the camera was on this floor side. Boy. And I'm gonna wait a little bit and click right before he does the behavior I don't want him to do, because I want him to learn patience. Like, as soon as he thinks that I'm not giving him the treat for laying down, I want to give him that treat. So for him, it's about 3 seconds right now before he starts to try and get up. But I want to promote him to stay down for longer periods of time. So he's fighting frustration right now because I'm not giving him his food when he wants it. So I just want him to lay down for about 5 seconds. And there. So that was 5. And you saw he fought through that frustration. He was like, I am frustrated. I want that treat. What do I have to do? And the key was he just had to stay there for longer than he thought. So I don't want him to do anything. He has started to predetermine what I want him to do. And so he'll sit and lay down and stand up and whatever. And I want him to do the action for as long as he possibly can while being comfortable. Obviously, he's still a puppy, so he's going to get up and walk around. But I want to encourage that behavior. I'm not going to correct him if he does sit. I'm just going to let him figure it out for himself. And so he's overcome so much frustration from me withholding until he lays down for a set amount of time. And so he knows. He's like, I think that I want to stand up. He thinks that I want him to do something that I don't. And so he's going to wander off and look for other things to do because he's frustrated. And I don't reprimand him for that because he always comes back. And he's waiting for that click. He's trying to figure it out. And so he is frustrated, and he is going to go through that frustration to try and figure out what I want him to do. And I just want him to stay down a little bit longer. Down. I know, I clicked without a treat. I'm sorry. So I want him to stay down a little bit longer than what he has been. So I'm going to wait for him to go back there. And so he's getting a little more frustrated than I'd like, so I'm going to go ahead and treat him for just laying there to let him know he's doing the right thing. Again, a little bit of frustration, so I'm going to end on a good note. Yeah, that's about how long our training sessions are. So I'm just going to wait for him to go back there. And I'm going to treat him for that. And I'm going to just treat him while he's laying down. Under. Boy. Boy. So now this is something that he really knows how to do. And he loves doing this. This is the first thing he offers when we start a training session. So it's really easy to get him to stay down and be there for as long as I want him to be. I still treat, because he is a puppy, so I still treat him every 10 seconds or so until my criteria is going to go up. So I don't think I haven't been able to read any of your questions, if you've had any. So I'm happy to take questions. I'll have to get closer to the phone. Eyes? So if I want his attention, I also will say eyes. Eyes. And he's still learning that one. Eyes. Wait. Under. We have another video that says his name. His name is Odyssey. So if you haven't seen our other video of him training, it's in the title, I believe. Just check out our channel. So this is how we relax for the night. He's about ready to go to bed, and I want his brain thinking because he oftentimes will scream and whine when he goes to bed, and so I just want him relaxed. And when he's training, he's very relaxed and very focused. And I love him for that. Like, he is one of the easiest dogs I have ever trained. He stays in the yard. He comes when called most of the time. We're still working on that one, but we have like a leash that we need to get for him because he destroyed his other long line that I'm going to use for recall. But yeah, so I'm going to give him the rest of his food because we've been training for long enough, and I don't want him to get too frustrated or overworked. I'm going to go ahead and give him that food. And I'm going to see if anybody has comments. Go ahead, eat. If anybody has questions or anything like that. Training dogs can be hard. He's one of the easier ones. We've been training dogs since we were like 9. So he's been like, we pretty much knew how to train most of what we were learning. And then we looked into clicker training and shaping because we like the idea of shaping, and it upped our training game so much. So if you're wondering how to train a dog like him, take a look there. Oh, littles? I don't know. I don't know how many littles we have, honestly. Thank you. He's a good boy. And he loves to train and whatnot. Is it possible to train a service animal other than a dog yourself? The only other service animal that is allowed by the ADA is a miniature pony. And I think you can train those on your own. I believe on the ADA page it says that you're able to owner train your own animal. But dogs and miniature ponies are the only animals legally allowed to be an actual service animal. You're good. You can finish eating. Because service animals, they have public access. It's not like ESAs. ESAs, they're not specially trained. They don't have to have a special training. I don't know, like 12. But ESAs, emotional service animals, they don't have to have special training, but they are not allowed public access. Whereas service dogs, they are allowed public access because they are considered medical equipment in the eyes of the law and ADA. If you want more information on exactly what a service animal does, or what qualifies as a service animal, take a look at the ADA's page for service animals. They give you all the details and everything. I actually have a couple cards upstairs, but basically, they have to have a task. Do you have to go potty? Click. He's acting like he had to go to the bathroom. But they had to... Yeah, he definitely had to go. They have to be trained at least one task to help their handler. And they also have to be well-behaved, so they have to know how to heel. They have to have a good recall. Yeah, definitely. But just certain tasks to be trained. Audie, are you done? I think he's still going. But yeah, so they have to be trained with a very specific task. And they have to be super duper well trained. They can't react to other dogs. They can't act aggressively at all. They can't act aggressively at all. I'm sorry, I'm like close up. Ugh. Oh my god. Let me see. Maybe I could pull the litter box over. Wow. There we go. Now I can see you and hear you, and you can see me and hear me. Well, I can't hear you, but I can read your comments. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hi. Yes, you're a good boy. Yes, you're a good boy. I know it's bedtime. I know it's bedtime. But yeah, so do you guys have any questions or anything? This is pretty quick stream just because it's a training session right before bed, and he is definitely getting tired. You're definitely getting tired. Try melatonin for sleep, or go to a doctor and get prescribed a sleep medication. Or listen to guided meditations to go to sleep. But yeah, do you guys have any questions about service dog and training? I want to do a video of life with a service dog and training, a day in the life. Because it has changed the way we do things. It's changed the way we do pretty much everything. Oh, you're on the search for more food, but that was your dinner. That was your din-din. We don't want you getting fat. No. We made our vest. It's not it's not, it's too big. It's too big for him right now. But we made our own vest. Yeah, I know. You want to put it on? And we're waiting for our patches. We have to order them. But until he's more comfortable with people. We actually have quite a few podcasts on that. Adi Cub. Good boy. All right, come here. Come. Come. Come here, good boy. Yes. Oh, come here. Come here, buddy. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, buddy. All right, come here. Come show everybody your vest. Oh. Okay, hold on. So that's the vest that we made him. You can get them on Amazon and stuff, but we wanted to make our own because we had a lot of fabric and some Velcro. Can I swap? Yeah, I can. So he's very focused on this ball, so I can show you. But I made pockets, and it has Velcro for his patches when they come in. Go get it. But yeah. So service dogs, you can train your own. So you can get a dog from a shelter if they pass like your disposition test, because you should test your animal before you decide to make them a service animal. Getting a service dog, you can apply for one for like a grant, but that takes up to 8 years. You can single out like a training facility so they can go to boarding, but that also has a 2-year waiting list. Or if you're like me and you don't have very much money, you can owner train. And there's a lot of videos out there. There's a great YouTube channel called My Service Dog and Me, and it focused mainly on owner trainers. Ow! Go get it. It focuses mainly on owner trainers. Drop it. Good boy. Drop it. Good boy. Go get it. Definitely research your breed for the for us, we wanted a high energy dog, preferably a working breed, because they learn really fast and they keep us active. Now, if you're wanting something with like less activity, definitely research your breed, research your energy levels, research what they do, when they're not in service work. He's just tearing up the fuzz from his tennis ball. I'm letting him because whatever. But definitely research what breed. It's often like picking a breed for a family home. If you want a dog that's not aggressive, don't get a Palo Santos. If you want a dog that doesn't bite, or I shouldn't say doesn't bite, any dog can bite, but doesn't have a strong grip, or is gentle, go for a golden retriever. There are like the Fave 4, which you can search on YouTube. I can't remember what breeds they are. I know golden retriever and labs are one of them. I think poodles, standard poodles. And then, oh my God. Dude, no. No. Leave it. Leave it. No. You're ripping it apart. Absolutely not. But there are breeds that people say aren't great for psychiatric work, like German Shepherds. They can be really emotionally empathetic, and so it can make them wash out, which just means retiring your service dog early. If you do too much with them too fast. So if, say, you want a psychiatric service dog, you shouldn't rely on them before they're ready. As for him with public access, we haven't done it yet because we're working on car stuff, because he gets sick in the car and it makes him very anxious. So we're working on just making him not anxious around the car currently, so that way he can ride places. But public access should really only start in pet-friendly outdoor areas such as parks, parking lots, and things like that, and then going into pet-friendly indoor areas such as hardware stores, preferably not pet stores. It's just too much of a distraction until they're more trained. And then you have like, all right, hold on. Let me take this vest off. Let me take it off. Hold on, wait. And then you have the non-pet friendly locations, and then you have the no animals allowed, such as doctors and such, stuff like that. So we have started kind of doing public access in the park that's across our way, but I haven't been able to take him anywhere as of yet because, Buddy, settle. No, come here. Settle. All the way. Thank you. Oh my god, you should have seen that. That was hilarious. So he thought I had the ball in my hand. I had grabbed a couple of his food kibbles off the floor. He thought it was the ball. And so when I went to go give him the treats, he like, oh, tried to get it. Yes, he has all his shots. He's up to date currently. He's 5.5 months old, so he is vaccinated and all of that good stuff. And then he'll get his other shots at 6 months old, when I get paid my first paycheck on the job. Go settle. You don't get the ball. No, you don't get it. You don't. He's obsessed with this ball that I'm sitting on. He found out where it is. But yes, he does have all of his shots currently. Ah. Nope. I've thoroughly confused him. So service dogs with responsible owners wouldn't be able to be a full-time service dog until they're 2, because that is when they are emotionally and physically completely an adult. They're a young adult, so they're going to go through a phase around 2 that makes them naughty, basically, so you have to go back through the basics and stuff. But once they turn 2, they are an adult and they are emotionally and mentally mature enough to take on the full-time service dog role. But no, I'm not going to let you tear the rest of it off. In the US, service dogs can be any breed, and I don't think there's any rule on how many, but a lot of people in the service dog community full-heartedly believe that you should solely focus on one service dog at a time until your service dog is almost ready to retire, and then you have to start the process all over again. So you get a puppy before your service dog is completely retired so they can learn some good behavior. And then you retire your service dog and then go with your service dog in training. But as far as the US goes, yes, any breed of dog can be a service dog. It's just there's breeds that are better at service work than others simply because of their predispositions and drives and such. Border Collies aren't often thought of as the best service dogs, but he's so smart and he has overcome every challenge we have ever put him up against. Even if it took, a week or so to get him used to it. He's done it all. He's figured it all out. Come here, Audie. Drop it. Come here. Odyssey, drop it. Go get it. But yeah, so. I'm not sure about neutering service animals. I know that he's going to be neutered at a year, just so he has the testosterone to healthily grow his joints and bones in, so he doesn't have any future possible issues. But I'm not sure if there's any debate on whether or not a service dog should be neutered. I assume the answer is yes. Border Collies can be great dogs when they're well trained, but if they're not well trained, they're known to be nippy. They're known to be nippy because they're herding dogs. Drop it. Okay. How many pets do we have? We have 2 rats. We have 5 cats, a dog. Jessica has 2 doves, and we have a fish and a lizard. He's like, what was that? Let's see. Okay, it is his bedtime, so I'm gonna head off. Thank you for watching and tuning in. I just thought it would be fun to live our nightly training session before we go to bed. So you guys all have a great rest of your night. And we'll see you when we post our next video. Thank you guys. Bye.